But we'll see. I think it's going to be a good time. We got a first-time corfer. Good afternoon, Wayne Hills. Welcome to the first ever episode of Lunch Hour, the Wayne Hills podcast. I'm Ben Kressaty, and I'm here with my co-host, Nicole Bergman. In this episode, we will be reviewing Vines with the help of Mr. Palillo and talking about teen slang over sushi with Mr. Green. Let's check it out.
Our first guest is Mr. Palillo. Mr. Palillo is a math teacher here at Wayne Hills, as well as the advisor for the National Honor Society, and one of the student council advisors for the sophomore class. Okay, Mr. Palillo, here is how we are going to go about determining the overall review of each Vine. We'll be using the acronym QUARF. QUARF stands for quality, uniqueness, amusement, relatability, and fascination. We will rate each of these on a scale of 0 to 5, and we will determine a final score for each of the Vine at the end. Let's get started.
Let's do it.
We actually have the chip reader now.
Oh yeah?
Oh, it's not gonna work with that kind of.
Transaction completed.
All right, that was the first Vine. Let's start reviewing. All right, so for my quality, I thought it was a 4. I've definitely seen Vines that have lower quality, but I didn't think it was that bad of quality. What about you, Mr. Palillo?
Well, so this is my first Vine that I've ever watched, and I'm giving it a 1 because I thought it was pretty bad.
Quality, I thought it was really good. I gave it a 5 because it's not even grainy. I mean, we're talking about like 2000s filmed, and it's not even grainy. I'm giving it a 5.
All right, uniqueness. I thought right off the bat I had to give that a 5. Like, I just thought the idea was there. The kid was obviously very clever, relating both kinds of chips. Obviously, the one on a credit card to one that you eat. So
That's fair. Yeah. Again, I don't have anything to compare it to, but I gave it a 3.
I gave it a 4. It's unique, but like I feel like we could do better.
All right, amusement. I gave it a 5 as well. I absolutely love this Vine. I think it was really, really funny.
I think my threshold is going to be, if I laugh at all, it's at least a 3. And I did get a little chuckle out of that, so I'll give it a 3.
I put 4 because it's definitely not one of my favorite, but I do think it's funny.
All right, relatability. I gave it a 4 because I think that this is something that a high school student would definitely think of or make up. So I'm a high school student, so.
Yeah. Relatability, I gave it a 5 because I don't know how many times you go up to the stupid little chip reader and it doesn't work, or you have to hold it upside down, or you smack it a couple times and then it works, so the person behind the counter is like, oh, actually, you've been sitting there for 10 minutes, but I'm sorry, it doesn't work. I need to scan your card this way. So 5. I give it a 5.
I gave it a 2. I don't really I don't know, like scanning a chip, I don't really see that relatable, but I don't know. We'll see.
For fascination, I put 3. I thought it definitely engaged the viewer, but it's, again, very short, and it was just a funny little joke, so 3.
Yeah, I gave it a 3 as well.
Same. Look at us.
Whoa.
3s across the board.
All right, final scores for the chip reader Vine. I gave it overall 22.
Ooh, 15. I gave it a 15.
I'm in the middle. I gave it an 18.
All right, let's check out the next Vine. All right. You guys gotta hurry up. I'm too fast for you guys. I'm a pro Vine reviewer.
Fascination.
I mean, you're just a pro.
Hold on,
He's still quarfing.
I'm still f-ing in the quarf.
All right, quality 3, definitely mediocre quality.
I gave it a 2.
Yeah, I
Okay.
gave it a 2 as well.
All right,
It's
fair
so
enough.
blurry.
Uniqueness 100%. That's a 5 for me.
That 5.
I don't even know what I just watched. I think that's so unique. I think that's a 5.
Like who thinks about
Okay.
having a flying lawnmower?
Yeah, but things flying. I feel like that in general, things fly. People
Okay.
get excited about things flying, so I give it a 3.
Okay. I see your point.
All right, amusement 5. I definitely thought it was pretty funny.
Yeah,
so,
give it a 5. I feel like the thing flying in the air
for sure.
makes it amusing.
Yeah, I gave it a 4. It was pretty amusing.
Relatability though, that's a 1. Who can relate to this? absolutely no one.
Have you ever mowed your lawn before?
I actually have not mowed my lawn
Well,
before.
there you go. That might be why.
I don't know if you fly in the sky to mow a lawn
No,
or how
but-
that works
but-
because I've never done it before.
Have you ever
but-
just been mowing the lawn? Like here you are, your eyes are closed, you're just mowing the lawn, it's a hot day, and you're just like, man, I wish I was just flying. Like this would be
That's
awesome.
true.
Just like go. So I gave it a 4.
Okay.
I gave it a 0. I really don't know. Not in the slightest.
Wayne Hills, mow your lawns.
All right, fascination, I gave it a 5.
I gave it a 5 too. I mean,
gave it
it's
a-
a lawnmower flying in the
Alright.
air.
So this makes sense. You're fascinated by it, but you can't relate to it.
Yeah.
Correct.
I gave it a
Yes.
4 for fascination as well.
All right, my total score for lawnmower is 19.
17.
17 as
Hey,
well.
we were pretty close on that one.
Yeah,
Let's,
we
let's
were.
check out the next Vine.
Road work ahead? Yeah, I sure hope it does.
Oh my gosh.
All right, quality. I think this is the best quality Vine so far. I'm gonna give it a 5.
I gave it a 2. That's
gave
the
it-
highest number I'm gonna give it.
I gave it a 2. It's very blurry.
The beginning's really bad. I think you can see his face.
You can
pretty
see,
clear.
and you can see the sign. You can read the sign.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can't read the sign. It's
That's
just,
what's-
it could have been. The sign could have looked
Right,
better.
that's what's
That's-
important
that's
though.
fair.
it could have been
That's
more
fair.
flattering to the sign.
Right. That's
Okay.
fair.
Uniqueness 5 because I really appreciate the joke and I appreciate the cleverness.
Uniqueness 1. Anyone could say something dumb.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
Not a fan. I give it a 5. I mean, who would think of saying that? Like, that's so funny.
All right. Amusement. I did 3 again. Quick little joke.
Amusement 0. I would have rather been anywhere than watching that Vine.
Yeah. Your initial reaction. You didn't seem too thrilled.
No,
No.
this, the other 5 I like, but this one, no.
All right.
Amusement, I give a 5. Like, it was so funny. So clever.
Relatability. I gave it a 3.
Relatability, I gave it a 0.
I gave it a 5. I mean, you're
Nicole's
driving.
very generous in this Vine.
You're
Nicole likes
driving
this
down the road and you see like a road work ahead, and you just think of this Vine, and it's so like relatable.
Someone our age, yes, someone our age would think of that. I've definitely thought of that driving before.
Yeah, and like you
100%.
see a road work sign, you're like, oh my god, this is so annoying. And then he's making a joke out of how
Like
annoying
the
it
road,
is.
yeah, the road should work.
It should work. You know?
All right, fascination.
That's something to me that you should keep in your head. You don't need to put that on the internet.
But if you're driving
for everyone
alone,
else
you
to
can
see.
say it out loud.
Sure, but keep it in your car. I don't need to hear this.
All right, fascination 3.
Fascination 1.
I give it a 5. I mean, I was so fascinated.
really likes
I
this
was
one.
in it.
All right, my final score for road work ahead is 19.
4.
Wow.
22. That's my highest one.
Wow.
So,
I think I would have given it a higher score if I was watching you instead of the Vine, actually.
so guys, nice job. Thank you for coming, Mr. Palillo.
That was exciting. I liked it.
It
My
was
first carving experience was great.
I'm proud.
We're so happy for you, Mr. Palillo. Now it's
Thanks
time
for inviting
sushi.
me.
Nice job, guys. That's the end. Thank you for coming, Mr. Palillo.
Thank you guys for having me. It was an exciting time.
We're so happy for you, Mr. Palillo, that you now know what Vines are and you know how to use the acronym CORF.
CORF.
Now it's
CORF.
sushi time.
All right, we are here with Mr. Green, who's also the math teacher and the Mu Alpha Theta Math Honor Society advisor and the girls' basketball and tennis team coach. Today we're doing a mukbang.
Mukbang, an audio-visual broadcast in which a host eats food while interacting with their audience.
Let's bring out the sushi.
Thank you.
Thank you, Olivia.
Pass the chopsticks out. Okay, Mr. Green, we are going to Okay, Mr. Green, we are going to teach you a popular phrase used by our generation, and you have to use it throughout our conversation. Your phrase is no cap. And no cap means like no joke or for real.
Thank you.
Okay, so an example of that would be like, I'm sitting here with Mr. Green right now eating sushi, no cap. No cap, Mr. Green is one of my tennis coaches. I'm not going to say my favorite tennis coach because I also really like Mr. Keogh as a tennis coach.
fair.
So,
So do I.
so I'm not allowed to say that. But let's see if you can use it through conversation throughout the rest of this video. So a question we have for you is, what is on your playlist right now? What have you listened to? What are you listening to?
I'm a big country fan, so anything country is on my playlist right now. I'm big into Thomas Rhett, Florida Georgia Line, Sam Hunt. It's probably my top at the moment.
Okay. Nicole, what do you think of that?
Me personally, not the biggest country fan. I've like gotten into it, but like, it's so hard like to listen to. There's the accents. I don't know. Not the biggest fan. What about
Accents
you?
are great, no cap.
There you go.
There we go.
See, that's already one.
That's one
already one
point.
good use. Okay.
All right.
So yeah, like I listen to country too, but it's not my choice of genre, if I do say so myself. Another question we have for you is, if you were stranded on an island, what 3 items would you bring? You're limited to 3 things. It can't be a boat, can't be water, and it can't be food.
Okay, so can't bring sushi. All right, I think I'd bring a ball of some sort, like a basketball or tennis ball, something to keep me occupied. It's probably not super helpful.
It's amusing. It passes the time.
You can do like a little wall tennis with like a tray or something.
Definitely.
It'd be hard, but yes, I could. I'd probably bring some family photos, or I guess one family photo if I get 3 things.
Again, passes the time.
And then third, I'd probably be practical, and also I'm a big Survivor fan. Survivor's the best, no cap.
Oh,
Right,
love
there you go.
Survivor.
Classic. I'd probably bring like a fire starter, or like one of those like hatchet things.
Okay, what do you think?
What do you think you would use to, like, would you be willing to kill animals to catch food? Like, how do you think you would survive getting the nutrition that the human body needs? Yeah, I wouldn't really want to kill an animal.
But I do fish. Fishing's a great activity, no cap.
So I'd be okay fishing. I'd probably make myself a little rod. Okay. I'd catch some fish. I'd eat some fish. Okay. And if you eat it raw, it's like sushi. Okay. Oh, so you brought sushi? Anyway, sushi is like.
So I have a question about the ball.
Yes.
What kind of ball would you prefer, and how would you use it?
That's a good question. I think either a basketball or tennis ball, just because that's what I'm used to playing. But if I have a basketball in my hands, I'm pretty happy, and I can spin it around. It would just keep me entertained.
For sure. Going back to the music, do you listen to any other genre? Because in this school, there's a lot of different people who listen to a lot of different music. So if someone, maybe someone watching out there has never listened to country, can you try and convince them to listen to country? What's so good about it?
Yeah.
Country tells a story, and it's kind of slow paced, so I can know what most of the words are.
Right.
Some of the songs you guys listen to, I can't pick up any of the words. So I just it tells a story. It can relate to your life.
For sure.
I didn't like country either when I was in. I thought country was the worst. No cap. So can I do that?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can do that. Yeah.
In high school, but when I went to college, it was played all the time. So that's where I picked it up. So just because you don't like it now doesn't mean it might not hit you later on.
For sure. So the upcoming new decade, 2019 is coming to an end. 2020 is just a few months away. What are some personal goals that you have? I know myself, I want to try and exercise more. I want to try and clear my mind more. I'm too stressed out. So if you have any goals about that, maybe Nicole, you could talk about that as well.
Oh, you want me to go first?
Absolutely.
Do you want to go first? My goal would probably be some of the same, just alleviating some stress, doing more for
sure.
myself instead of for everything else, like doing other things. Other some goals. What about you?
I think that's always a good thing, no matter when. I realized I haven't eaten any of my sushi, partially because I don't know how to use chopsticks. So that could be
It's also
that's a
fun fact.
a life goal.
Mr. Green, you heard it here first. Mr. Green doesn't know how to use chopsticks. No cap.
I don't know what to do.
That works too.
I'm
But
not gonna do that. Okay.
all right, it looks like we're out of time. Thank you for the lesson, Mr. Green.
Thanks, Ben. Ooh, got class. Thanks, Ben. Thanks, Nicole. You guys are the best. No cap.
That's all for this episode of Lunch Hour. Be sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Wayne Hills TV and let us know what to do for our next episode. I'm Ben Kressaty.
And I'm Nicole Bergman.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.